Welcome to the Firebelly Social Show. We're focused on talking to food and beverage brands that are on a mission to make the world better.
Welcome to the Firebelly Social Show. I'm your host, Duncan Alney, here today, where we speak to leading entrepreneurs and founders and CEOs of mission-driven beverage and food brands. This episode is brought to you by Firebelly, a company I helped found. And at Firebelly, we make brands more likable and profitable through social media marketing. We provide organic, paid social strategies along with influencer marketing to help brands get ROI fast. We've been voted one of the top 10 social media agencies in the world by Clutch, and Firebelly has helped clients like Netflix, Qdoba, Fiji Water, and many others to transform their social media marketing strategies. If you want to establish your brand, expand your reach, and get ROI, let's talk. And with no further ado, I want to introduce today's guest. I am so excited to have Rusty Jones here. He's the founder of hellowater, and I got to give a good old shout out to Jeremy Wise from Rise25 for connecting us. Rusty, please feel so welcome.
Yes, no, thank you so much for having me.
I'm so excited. And you started hellowater in 2017.
I did, yeah. My co-founder and I, Tom Bushki, we just kind of set out to inspire health. He's a nutritionist, and I've been in marketing and sales for a lot of successful beverage brands, and we just thought, hey, it's our time. We've got the passion for it. Let's go make it happen.
And Rusty, where did the idea come from?
Yeah, it really comes from a couple things. With Tom's passion for nutrition, and then me really being a new dad when we first started hellowater. Our two passions just came together, and it was to inspire health, and really for us, it was just, we found public enemy number one being sugar. How do we eliminate sugar from, the grocery store aisle and consumers' diets? And what's something else that we need that we don't get every day? And in our research, we found that over 97% of Americans don't get their daily fiber intake. And we were just kind of blown away. And, if you are getting it, it's probably in some type of nutrition bar or cereal, which again is chock full of sugar and carbs. And, with a lot of today's diets, that's not what consumers are wanting. So we wanted to create a fun, fresh delivery system for this, amazing function in fiber. And, that's kind of what we did. We took, fiber that's been stuck in the pharmacy aisle with your grandmother's fiber products and put it into a lifestyle brand and put it in the center grocery store.
I mean, it's such an amazing idea. I mean, everyone from our kids who drink water but don't eat enough vegetables to us parents and grandparents who are, not eating enough fiber sometimes. And this is really killing so many birds with one stone.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, and that was in 2017. And we really evolved from that to a total beverage company. And what we really saw was not only did our customers need this function, but there were so many different use occasions that, they were looking for new products to be in. And so we launched hellowater Alkaline in February. And then just recently, last Monday, we launched a hellowater Defense. It's a one-of-a-kind product. This has a patented technology called Cyto Plus. And it actually helps eliminate toxins from your body and builds a literal shield for your cells so that they don't get negatively damaged, or the tissue doesn't get negatively damaged. Congratulations,
by the way, just this last Monday. And yeah, we got to talk more about this. Where can people find this?
So the new products, Alkaline and Defense, are on hellowater.com. Feel free to check us out there. Use hellowater 20 for 20% off. And then our hellowater prebiotic water, you can find in the Northeast, Southeast, and now Texas.
So it seems to me like the very premise of your company is based around innovation. So innovation is something that you guys do on an ongoing basis, and you're taking on, I think you used the term democratization of health. I'm just curious, as a quick marketing question, what role does social media play, or are there other channels that you use to reach your fans?
Yeah, obviously social media is important these days. We love live events. We love the one-on-one consumer interaction, but obviously going through a pandemic, we've had to really pivot our messaging, and digital and social and influencers. They're just key. They've got their own communities, and as a young beverage brand, that's really what's important to us. Is as opposed to spending tons of money on ad spend, let's go be a part of communities that we can have a positive impact on, not only from our messaging and our just our personal vibe, and but also from a nutritional standpoint. It's just amazing to be a part of some of these communities that if we can make someone smile just once today, I think that's it just goes so much further than trying to be the brand that just sell.
I think on our earlier call, you were mentioning that this has led you to some podcast sponsorship. So talk more about that.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that the ROI for podcasts were a lot higher than a lot of Facebook and Instagram ad spend, because algorithms continue to change and you're learning more, and it's such a it's such a full-time job, and so that's we're seeing more connection with these podcast partnerships. We've got an awesome guy, Joe DeFranco, up in New Jersey, and he's got a gym and a great following, and again, just kind of two missions combined and inspiring health, and so he's become a big fan of it. We did Jillian Michaels podcast; she liked it. We're doing a lot of mommy blogger type of communities. So again, it's just for us, it's great to just be in these communities and help inspire as much as we can.
That's wonderful that you're finding people that can help you, establish a real connection. There's a health tie-in, so it seems like their mind is already sort of fertile towards like these messages of how can you do better and how can you be better. So that's really awesome. Congratulations on this approach. I'm so curious with a guy like you. What's a brand that you admire from on the beverage side and what they've done?
Yeah, I think we talked about this last time. I'm a huge fan of what Seth did at Gold and Honest Tea. I don't know how long ago that was that he partnered with Coke, but he really did take this organic tea, this mission to just have better for you products out there. And now just seeing it today, the culture is still there, the same mission process is still there. And then he's gone on to do so many other amazing things with Possible Foods or one of the other meatless burger things. And but again, he really kind of started this democratizing health. He when he partnered with McDonald's, he eliminated billions of grams of sugar and billions of calories from the kids menu. So kudos right there. I mean, that's what we need more of. And that I just love entrepreneurs like that we're able to find it, and you've got the power of Coke behind you, and they still believe in the mission, and they're just focused on that part. And you just happen to be, delivering a great tea while you're at it.
I was telling my friend Drew Hendricks over at Nimble Toad, and he has an agency called Barrels Ahead, do a bunch of stuff in the wine industry. And I was telling him, I was talking to you, and what struck me about our last conversation was how core your mission is. I mean, the moment we started talking, you are so focused on the mission, and the mission is to make people's health better and to do it in a sustainable way. What's that been like with your conversations and in your work to have that mission so embedded at the center of everything you do?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's tough. When you've got a business to run, a lot of it is revenue. But it's great to be able to step back and just think about, why did I start this? I didn't start this to make a lot of money. For me, it was create something that my kids could drink as opposed to a soda or a high sugar. And that's what I'm proud of every day. And Tom's got a different perspective. His brother is got type 1 diabetes, so he created something that his brother could drink. And again, we're proud to say today that we've with our bad math, we've eliminated over 200 million grams of sugars by just being available on the market. Because we chalk it up as if you bought a HelloWater, you didn't buy a 45-gram can of soda. So add those up by all the cases and product we've sold, and I think that's the biggest thing. And then all the testimonies that we get back of wives sharing that their husbands had celiac disease and this was able to help them, or the gut health that their kids are, being able to get from, a hydrating water that has prebiotic fiber in it. And that's really it. We just really lean on those every day, because being an entrepreneur is definitely a roller coaster. So you celebrate the wins, and you pick yourself up on the way down. So,
I mean, amen and bravo for keeping your mission central, because I'm sure in many ways, even though it's challenging and you've got like an uphill battle in a economy and society obsessed with sugar, but at the same time, it must make life easier to see the world through those filters of making things better or bust. And man, you hit it with being an entrepreneur. It looks sexy and pretty on the outside, but the everyday life of an entrepreneur is so different. It's just incredibly different. One of the things you mentioned last time, which I think is so fascinating, was the generational shift in beverage consumption. I'd love for you to share some more thoughts on that. What do you think's going on, and why?
Yeah, I think a couple things that I see, and I'm not the expert on it, but it's really, why are people now buying healthier products? And for me, I think it's education. I played college soccer, and I wasn't that educated with nutrition. I thought, go eat some pasta or McDonald's and then have a soda because it's got caffeine. It's going to give me the energy I need, and that just is not the case. The case is we need more sustainable nutritional products, and I think that's where the generational shifts are going. When kombucha comes alive from that community, and it's because people like the taste, and it's fizzy, and it's kind of got a soda, and now it's got billions of probiotics and prebiotics, and it's a better for you soda, basically. And then, for me, we've got this ostentatious goal of trying to eliminate the obesity epidemic. And if we can do our part with our community and adding a better for you product out there, for me, it's just, at some point, sugar's got to keep falling out of the grocery stores and out of consumers' diet. So I think that's just it. You look at the beer industry, and not a lot of people want to drink Budweiser because it's their dad's beer or their grandpa's beer. So they're going to Trulies and White Claws, and it's more of a generational thing. This is mine, and I think especially with Zennials or millennials, it's all about me. Like I want this product to be about me, an accessory to my life, as opposed to I'm buying this because somebody told me to.
Yeah, it's less about programming, at least maybe less about overt programming and more about choices. And I think you're so right with the fact that people want more choices, and they aren't willing to consume something just because it's a legacy product. No matter how many great horses and commercials you make with those horses in them, it's like, hey, whether it's kombucha, or whether it's sparkling wine, or whether it's a Truly, or there's so many. I mean, I was telling you about hop water, and I know you guys are doing something together there, but doing the hop water and all those different things. It's just amazing that people have options. I love the fact that you called it a generational shift. It's interesting because my son is 9, and he's asking, like, why do people drink beer? I didn't really have an answer for him, but
I'm 39 and I'm asking people why people drink beer. I do it. I don't understand it. Why do we drink beer?
And it's interesting, even in the beer world, there's such a shift, right? Because you're seeing the sours category. I mean, I understand there's a new hazy IPA every day, but the sours category to me seems like where the excitement is, because they're doing some really innovative things there with other ingredients, and they're following kind of the Belgian model more closely. But to sum up what you said, you're cleaning up the grocery aisle, like getting sugar down, you're lowering the eco footprint. This is just fascinating stuff. Any message there, or did I steal the thunder there, Rusty, for people who are like in startup beverage brands?
No, I mean, again, the sodas of the world, they serve a purpose. I mean, it tastes good. People like things that taste good. I think there's just there's new ways to create those things that taste good without the negative effects. So for me, I would say if you want to do this, if you've got a passion for being an entrepreneur or you've got this great product that you want to bring to life. That's where it's at. You're going to be more successful in the passion that you have. And then there's so many talented people that you can bring on board that know the business side, operations, logistics, finance. Like those people are passionate about that. You be passionate about whatever it is inside of your mind that you want to bring to fruition, and then bring on, again, the cliche of, you're the quality of a person with the 5 people that are around you the most, or whatever that cliche is. But it's true. I mean, the more smart people you put around you, the smarter you are. And I'm very fortunate that we've got a world-class, sales, marketing, finance, you name it. I mean, these guys and women are just smart, and I'll take all the credit.
Rusty, just one more time. I know you said Hello20 was the discount code. Where can people go to find you and check out your products?
Yeah, HelloWater20, HELLOWTR 20, hellowater.com, and put that code in there and you get 20% off of your entire purchase.
Rusty, I can't thank you enough for sharing your passion with us, and for truly, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, working to make the world a better place. I think that as entrepreneurs, we have to take on so much risk, and we're working, it's almost like a hamster wheel that we don't often get. And, whatever it's worth from me and the Firebelly team, because when I shared with them, they were all just so excited. Thank you for doing what you and your partner are doing to make the world a better place. And thank you for coming on the podcast.
No, we appreciate what you guys are doing as well. I mean, it's platforms like this that give us a chance to share our story. And if we connect with one person and inspire somebody to do something positive that day, that's what it's all about. So thank you.
Awesome. Well, with that, thank you so much for listening. At Firebelly, we make brands more likable and profitable through social media marketing. We provide organic and paid social strategies along with influencer marketing to get your brand ROI fast. If you want to establish your brand, expand your reach, or get ROI today, let's talk. Go to firebellymarketing.com or send us an email at hello@firebellymarketing.com. And with that, I'm so excited to have shared today's story with Rusty Jones, the co-founder of HelloWater. And we'll see you on the flip side.
Thanks for listening to the Firebelly Social Show. We'll see you again next time, and be sure to click subscribe to get future episodes.